Hi, third grade. Happy Monday. I'm so excited to start math with you all. I know you're all very excited too. And today we're starting with multiplication. So in the next few weeks, we're going to be going over what is multiplication and practicing all of our multiplication facts by zeros, ones, twos, threes, and so on, all the way up to our 12s. Okay, and so you should have a whole packet full of flashcards in your orange packet pickup folder. So it is up to you to cut all of those flashcards out. That way we can practice throughout the week and make sure that we know all of our multiplication facts. Okay, so today is going to be an intro to multiplication. Your objective for today is I can tell the different parts of a multiplication equation. Okay, and so an equation is kind of like a math sentence. It has a number, it has a symbol, it has a number and an equal sign and another number. It tells a sentence. And we're starting multiplication. Now there's equations in addition and subtraction, like 2 plus 2 equals 4. But now we're going to be doing 2 times 2 equals and then finding the answer. So first I'd like to show you a quick YouTube video as a little bit of an intro to multiplication to kind of get our brains going. It is 5 minutes long, so make sure that you take out a pencil and a paper and write down any special ideas or details that they say that you think might be helpful to remember when we're talking about multiplication. Are you ready? Here we go.
I don't know what multiplication is. I wish someone could help me out. Whoa, I know you. You're Marco the Pencil.
I am Marco the Pencil. And let me tell you, multiplication is one of the coolest things you will ever learn. It's a lot like having your own magic show.
Really?
Sure. Suppose you have a few of something. With a little multiplication, you can have many more.
How did you do that?
You're going to learn, my young friend. You are going to learn.
I like magic tricks, but multiplication sounds complicated.
It's not. It's really quite simple. I'll teach you. First, do you know what multiplication is all about?
Not really.
Multiplication is a quick and powerful way of adding the same number over and over again. If you can add, and I know you can, then you can certainly learn to multiply. Now, let me show you how multiplication works. Suppose you have 3 guitars.
Ooh, I like the way that one sounds.
Me too. Now, imagine you have 5 groups of 3 guitars.
Whoa, Marco, that's a lot of guitars. How many are there anyway?
Well, you could add 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which gives you 15. But that's so slow.
I'd rather be fast.
I thought so. And that's where multiplication gives you power. What we actually have are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3 guitars. 3 5 times, or 3 times 5 equals 15. Notice that this sign means times, and it shows that you are multiplying. You can also write the problem this way. 3 times 5 equals 15. So the power of multiplication is that it takes something slow, like adding the 3's one set at a time, and bada bing! It makes the process faster in one step. Are you getting the power of multiplication?
Loud and clear.
Magnifico! Now, the numbers in a multiplication problem have special names. The numbers we are multiplying are called factors. And the answer is called the product. You can remember this quite easily because you go to stores to buy products, right? And where are those products often made?
Factories. That sounds kind of like factors.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So we multiply the factors in this factory part of the equation to get our product or answer.
Smart boy. I like the way you think. Now, I know a great way to practice multiplication and really experience what it's all about. I'm going to need some pennies.
Did somebody call for us?
Actually, yes, but I need even more pennies.
So, how many of us do you need?
Could I perhaps get 12 pennies?
Okay, we'll just multiply ourselves times 6. Is this better?
Certainly. 2 times 6 is 12. But I was hoping to get some real pennies.
We're not real? Oh, no.
Let's work with these real pennies. You can get your own pennies and easily practice this yourself. Take 6 groups of 4 pennies. To know how many pennies you have, you could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
But if you know your multiplication facts, a much easier way is to say 4 times 6 equals 24.
It's either the assurance of a 165-point certification process, or it isn't.
4.
That is much better. Now I know why it's important to learn my multiplication facts. It can save me a lot of time in the long run.
Right. Another great thing about multiplication is that the order in which you multiply the factors does not matter. We can change the order of the factors and prestidigio! The product does not change. Let me show you why. This shows the multiplication problem 4 times 6. And if we move it around like so, it now shows the multiplication problem 6 times 4. But we still have the same number of pennies, 24.
Oh, I understand.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. That way we can go over what we just read. We'll go into specific multiplication facts once we get through this lesson starting on Wednesday. We're going to start with our zeros. So one thing I'd like to go over, let me go ahead and share my little whiteboard with you all really quickly. So make sure that you have a pencil and a paper ready to go so that we can practice together. So there was a lot of great information there, right, by our friend and Marco the pencil. But I'd like to go over parts of a multiplication equation. So for example, Marco gave us 6 times 4 equals 24. Here's what I'd like us to do. I want us to designate what is each part of the equation called. So I'm going to go ahead and change my font here. What is this one here? Well, we have 3 different numbers that we're going to label. And remember, Marco said something about factories and a product. If a product is made in factories, remember, we're going to associate the word factories with a factor. And product is what is made. So which one must be made here? 24. 24 is our product. Okay, I want you to go ahead and label our multiplication sentence, which is an equation. So that means 6 and 4 are our factors. So when we say the word factor or factors, we're talking about the 2 numbers. Let me go ahead and erase that. We're talking about the 2 numbers that make up our answer. Okay, so a factor times a factor equals the product. And just like Marco said, you can change the 2 factors and it doesn't change the answer. It doesn't change the product. If it were 4 times 6, our answer is still 24. Isn't that cool? No matter what, we change these 2 and it's still the same product. So we have 2 factors and 1 product. And this is the same for any answer that you plug into our equation today. Okay, so this is just a really like an introduction. Starting on Thursday, I would like you to have your zeros flashcards cut out and ready to go for us to practice. And I'd like you to have your introduction to multiplication packet ready. You're gonna write your name on the front of your workbook, and we're going to start on this page on Wednesday, okay? So I don't want you starting this yet. This is just a great introduction to multiplication. And remember, when we're multiplying groups of things, right? On the first page of our workbook here, we have some vocabulary terms, and it says multiplication is an operation that joins equal groups together. So if we're doing 4 times 6 here, if I want to show it in a picture, this means we have 4 of something of 6. So I'm gonna do 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles here. That means we have 4 groups. Okay, so we have 1 group of 6, we have 2 groups of 6, we have 3 groups of 6, and 4 groups of 6, okay? And then if we switch it, let's use the color pink. If we are going to switch it back to 6 times 4, we have 6 groups of 4. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 groups of 4, okay? And instead of counting one by one, like Marco said, we're going to learn multiplication facts, so it's a lot easier. We don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just gonna know, oh, 4 times 6, that's 24, okay? So we're going to practice this starting this week, and I can't wait to get to all of our multiplication facts together. So in order to prepare, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. In order to prepare, I want you to start cutting out all of your flashcards and separating them together into their correct groups. That way you have them ready to go to practice for the week. I can't wait to get more into multiplication with you all, okay? Have a great rest of your day. Bye, 3rd grade.